under international law, adding another layer of suffering to people who are living there. Which part of the UN did the statement come from?
Well, we had all the UN agencies at the briefing this morning: UN Human Rights, UNICEF, the World Health Organization. We've also just had a statement in from the International Committee, the Red Cross, the guardian of the Geneva Conventions. What I should say is, yes, they did warn that a siege denying water, food and fuel to an entire population is a violation of international law. What they said first, though, was that they were appalled by the violence this weekend. Hostage-taking, targeting and killing of civilians are also violations of international law. The main message from the UN this morning is restraint, please, because the only thing an escalation of violence in this conflict can lead to is more dreadful suffering from the women, the children, people old, people young, that you've just been reporting on just now.
And Imogen, growing and now urgent calls for some kind of humanitarian corridor into Gaza.
Well, that's right. I mean, more than 2 million people live in the Gaza Strip, and half of them are under the age of 15. And you heard in your earlier report there, the young Israelis saying, not all the people in Gaza support Hamas. They certainly don't. And they are now, cannot get out in any way at all. They are trying to shelter in UN-run schools because they hope they will not be targets. But if Israel continues with this very heavy bombardment and even launches a ground assault, then many, many people who, just like their Israeli neighbours on the other side, just want peace, will die.
And is the UN able to do anything to protect their people in the Gaza Strip at the moment, Imogen?
I think that that's going to be very difficult as well. You mentioned there the humanitarian corridor. The World Health Organization would really like to get supplies and even some extra staff into the hospitals in Gaza. But what I've been told this morning by the aid agencies is that access is extremely limited and restricted. And, you know, this is not new when a war is being fought, that if the military have something they want to achieve, they will tell the humanitarians, well, you can come in once we've sorted our issues out. And this may be what is going to happen. But all of the aid agencies are warning of a catastrophic loss of life if this continues.
They are indeed, Imogen, and UNICEF specifically calling for that humanitarian corridor in and out of Gaza. If we can see the live pictures here of the Gaza Strip right now, airstrikes are continuing there.